have a F4 help available. You have these are the different types. How do you accommodate the F4 help and particular input field? ABAP dictionary search help. Where I have automatic search help or assigning dictionary search help directly in WebDyn Pro ABAP. If I hope you know that you can assign the search help at data element level. Okay, and then if the search help is attached to the data element, and data element is with help of data element reference, if you create an attribute in WebDyn Pro ABAP, that F4 help will be automatically displayed in the WebDyn Pro ABAP as well. If you don't have search help assigned at the data element level and you want to take something different search help in the WebDyn Pro ABAP, you can assign them explicitly in the WebDyn Pro ABAP. That is what assigning dictionary search help directly in WebDyn Pro ABAP. And we have OVS input help. Okay, object value selector. We will go for object value selector only when the standard search help is not satisfying the customer requirement. And we also have the freely programmed value help. We can, if we don't want to have the search help available on particular input field, you can deactivate the search help. And this is what covered in the unit 8. Now coming to the unit 9, mandatory checks. Now this is more important. If we develop a report program in ABAP, either a classical report or interactive report, we do have selection screen displayed. In the selection screen we have list of parameters where we must enter the data. To make sure that the data has been entered or not, we will make it as obligatory in the ABAP. The same way we have a concept here called a mandatory check. So we have a property which needs to be set for all the UI elements so that it will perform the mandatory check. So it will be covered in this unit 9. And unit 10 we have controlling the visibility of UI elements. Like ABAP, in ABAP we have a screen structure. We write the code in at selection screen to control the visibility before displaying the actual output. The same way we can have visible property, enable property, and read only property to control the visibility, or to make it readable or to make it interactive. So or to disable or to enable, we have set of properties which we take the help to control the these UI elements properties. And this is covered in unit 10. And we have unit 11 also, working with the dialog boxes. Dialog boxes displayed as a pop-up. You can display the window of same component as a pop-up. You can display the window of another component as a pop-up, or you can display the confirmation pop-up. So we have a different set of pop-ups. So these topics will be covered in the unit 11, working with dialog boxes. And now coming to the unit 12, SAP list viewer, ABAP list viewer, we also call it as in WebDyn Pro ABAP. How to display the ALV table in WebDyn Pro ABAP. So, and we have different type of tables. We have a normal table and we have a ALV table. You must be knowing what is the difference between a normal table and ALV table. Like ALV table has a set of standard properties already delivered by SAP. We have sort functionality, we have filter functionality, we have settings. All these are provided within standard SAP. So here, to achieve the WebDyn Pro ABAP ALV table in WebDyn Pro ABAP, we will have to take the help of standard WebDyn Pro component, which will be covered in this particular introduction session. Okay, now coming to the week 4, unit 13, advanced programming techniques. So advanced programming techniques is we have how to use the component reusability, and how to use the interface context or interface method, and we will be covering the debugging techniques as well. Pop-up windows, which is already covered, and we will more discuss about the pop-up windows in this unit. And how to use the exit plug, etc., will be covered in the unit 13. Now unit 14, specialized techniques, which is called like working with assistance class. What is the purpose of assistance class, how to create a service calls, what is customizing and personalization. And we have Adobe Forms integration with WebDyn Pro ABAP. We will be looking at how to integrate Adobe Forms with WebDyn Pro ABAP. When we talk about Adobe Forms, and Adobe Forms are interactive, so Adobe Forms can be made interactive only if you integrate with the WebDin Pro app. Okay, and now we have web workflow integration with WebDin Pro app. Will also be covered in this unit. Portal integration overview. We will be discussing about how to display the application in portal, and we also looking at enhancement framework, and programming considerations and performance. Now if you look at these programming interfaces, these are some of the interfaces which we will take the help to achieve some functionality in the WebDin Pro app level. Okay, and portal integration. During portal integration, these are the if underscore wd underscore portal underscore integration interface. There are some methods which we will take to achieve the portal integration. Okay, and this is what the WebDin Pro app training course content. So now let us move on to one example which we will see to create the ALV table in WebDin Pro app. Now let us log into the SAP system. So the basic requirement to develop the WebDin Pro app application is ECC 6 with enhancement pack 4. If you have ECC 6 with enhancement pack 4, there are a good number of facilities available to develop the WebDin Pro app application. Now let us see the example displaying ALV table in WebDin Pro app. To develop the WebDin Pro app components, we have to log into SC80 transaction. So now let us move on to SC80 transaction code. So this is what SC80 transaction code. We can see here the drop down. Select the WebDin Pro component or interface from the drop down. So now let us select the WebDin Pro component or interface from the drop down. Now here enter some component name. Okay, now I entered ywdc underscore bk underscore training. Just press enter. Yes, it is asking whether you have to create a new object. Yes, just say yes. And description, and you have WebDin Pro component and WebDin Pro component interface. WebDin Pro component interface is faceless component. Okay, for WebDin Pro component, as you have seen in the course content, you have set of controllers created. So we will be discussing more about controllers and the architecture in regular training. W underscore main. Okay, and then V underscore main. So we have to follow the W underscore main for window, and these are the naming conventions. Now let us see. Alright, we have to assign the package. I'm just entering some package name, save, and okay, and click OK, and we have to assign the transport request. Right. Now as soon as the WebDin Pro component is created, you have to activate the WebDin Pro component. This is the best practice to activate the WebDin Pro component as and when created. Right, now let us move on to the views. So this is the view layout where we design the screen. Okay, now to achieve the ALV